Uh, Hi.
Hey, hey, Neen.
Hey, Steph, what's up?
How you doing, boo?
Oh, I'm good, just chilling here like a villain.
Are we pretending it's Friday right now?
Yes.
Okay. Happy Friday.
Whoop,
Happy
whoop. It is
Friday to me, to
Friday. Damn.
everyone. Welcome back to another installment of 90s Crime Talk with Steph. I think you guys know us by now
Yeah.
if you're tuning in, but I'm Steph and that cutie over there is Neen. Hey, Neen.
Hi.
And if you were watching us on YouTube, you would have seen what she cutely just did. So I
Yeah,
encourage
that's
you
right.
all to
I
watch on
forget people can't
YouTube.
see us.
I
I
know,
mean,
me
they can,
too.
but
They
on
can if
video.
they,
Yeah.
watch and maybe they want to subscribe. So
Okay, for real. Because
yeah. What's
I was gonna
huh?
say we're funny to look at.
Yeah, we are. We kind of are. Our facial expression. Anyways, but how are you? What's new with you?
Oh, what is new with me? Nothing really.
Yeah.
Just, here waiting for Thanksgiving because we were just talking about that.
I know. I know. We have to. So basically, how is it already Thanksgiving next week? Because I love November because it's long. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you would think that I would like January because it's long, but I'm actually annoyed by January. Like,
Oh, completely.
it's like, get it out of here. It doesn't have the same vibes as November. Yesterday, it started to rain. Oh, it was so
Oh,
cozy.
wasn't it though? It was, and
Oh,
it was dark.
it
It was
was it
fabulous.
was so lovely. I was like, oh my God, like I didn't even like leave my house once because I wanted to enjoy like and just like it
Mm-hmm.
was just
Oh, I
candles were
agree.
lit. Like
Mm.
it was a total like vibe
Oh,
yesterday and
I love
specifically.
it.
So I hope it continues. Now again, if we were in
Mm-hmm.
January and it was nasty, it was gray, I'd be like, like what is this? Like it's so different
Right.
for me, even though it's
Mm-hmm.
the same, but it's different once it's January. So
Oh, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm
Mhm.
excited that Thanksgiving is next week, but I'm also sad because that means
Mhm.
November's ending. So it just,
Ugh.
we can't win with me.
I I know. It depends on the time of year too. Like you said, January, I want it to be really cold
Hmm.
but sunny.
Yeah,
That those brisk walks in the city.
precise.
I don't want like the drama of like I don't know, like I don't mind storms. If it's going to be dark, it better be raining.
Yes.
Okay. Like I have those things. Like if it's summer and it's sunny, it better be hella hot where I
Yeah.
live. You
Hmm.
know, if it's like I don't know. Yeah, it just depends. I don't do you get seasonal depression?
I guess I do in January because I'm
Yeah.
annoyed. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. Like,
Mhm.
just make it nice, make it be like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
And fine. But like it's like nothing really happens in January. It's kind of like the build up to the new year. Then you're like, yay, January 1st,
Mhm.
everyone's perfect. But
True.
then what? Like what now?
Mhm.
You know?
And I think too, because it's kind of like, okay, you probably had this after your wedding. Like they
Hmm.
have a thing called like you get like postpartum, but for wedding. I don't know, there's like a word or term for it. I don't know what it is, but the build up and the planning of your wedding.
Yeah.
And then after it's uh like I'm depressed now. I don't know what to do. It's all over. All the planning, all the time I've
Yes.
spent for months, and then it's just done in like a day. I think that's the
Yes.
same concept with winter, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, because it's all this stuff, planning, celebrating and getting together, and then all of a sudden it's like lull, you
Yes, that's
know?
exactly what it is. And that's how I feel like when you're going to go to a concert and it's months away and then the day comes,
Hmm.
you're excited, but I'm already in my head like, well, it's just going to be done now.
Oh, for real, for real. It's just like a vacation.
Yes, that's how we were in Mexico. I was like, puta
Uh-huh.
madre. Well, we're here now. So, like,
Yeah, exactly. Because by the time you're there, you're like, it's
yeah.
almost over and it's only
Yeah.
day one because I'm always saying that. And Tony's
Me
like, we just
too.
got here.
Yes. We're like deplaning. And I'm
Hmm.
like, this is already over. We're going to be back
Hmm.
here in a minute.
Yes. All the planning and preparation and anticipation, the excitement.
Yeah.
Like next week at this time, I'll be at my job or at my, be just
Yes.
in the normal routine.
Yeah. A new
Ugh,
quarter. Well, here's the
yeah.
thing I challenge us to romanticize January. Like I
Okay.
want to look forward to, I do. I look forward to a new year, but a
Mm-hmm.
new year means we're getting older. I know I should
Yeah.
associate that with my birth month, but I'm just in the fall, like I'm just drunk with happiness, in the
Right.
fall. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel it more in the new year, and like you have your resolutions and all this stuff, vision boarding, everything, the build up. And
Mm-hmm.
then New Year's happens, and then okay, well, then it's just a regular day. So like we should try to like find something like to look forward to in like what makes January besides New Year's Day
Mm-hmm.
be like epic? Like
Yeah.
what?
I know, right? Because, like we've said, this year is going to be different.
Yeah.
Like I feel like 2024 is going to be a good one. Wait, is it 2020? Yeah,
Yeah.
2024 is going to be
Yeah.
a good one. So I think we should need to just like roll with that anticipation and excitement of a new beginning and like
We
make
get
it the most epic year of our lives.
what if we get a tattoo every January?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm down.
I really want to get a new tattoo. Like I'm itching and I could
Yes.
like put it off till January.
Oh, yeah. So we have something to look forward to.
Yes.
We should do something exciting in the beginning and the end. So this way
Yes.
we're always, or even at the end. So this way we're anticipating that.
Okay.
It's crazy to me how
I like
fast
this.
or how slow January is.
Yes, and I know I told you this, but like you know how my Thanksgiving tradition, so I'd always decorate the day after Thanksgiving. So I
Hmm.
got Angel into that, and but I talked to her. I was like, "What do you think about the week before Thanksgiving?" Because like fall is like hugely celebrated in this house because I decorate September 1st. It's
Hmm.
on, okay? Then it goes away, and then I put Halloween for October, and then it comes back for November. So it's here. It has like
Hmm.
hella time to shine, but Christmas doesn't. It has a month and a few days. So
Yeah.
maybe 2 weeks. So
Hmm.
she says, okay, so we're gonna plan to do it this weekend. And then I was like, what do you think about being crazy? Like you guys say footloose and fancy free and leaving the
Hmm.
decorations up until like the first week in January. She's like, I actually like the tradition that you make us do. Like,
Hmm.
and I'm like, we're busy. Like we
Hmm.
no plans. Like we have to clean top to bottom, put everything away,
Hmm.
all that, all our because we made that tradition. I was never the psycho. Like I don't know
Right.
when I started. It was a dog patch. I thought we
Yeah.
were already together. And
Hmm.
I'd be like, come on, let's go.
Right.
So she wants to keep that. And I'm like, you know what? I think
Aw.
I do too, because we made that tradition together. So
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
for
decorate
real.
this weekend.
Oh,
I'm
that's so
excited.
exciting. Like I told you, I already have mine up and it's actually
Yes.
been nice. And I think I'm gonna like continue that too. I don't know why, because I
Yeah.
feel like the minute you put it up, like after Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
it's so short. Like literally, it's just like 3 weeks, 4 weeks till Christmas. And you're so busy doing so much other stuff. You have holiday parties, shopping.
Yeah.
You really don't get to enjoy it. And
You
it's
don't.
nice to have it decorated. I'm imagining this during Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
getting all the feels, because really to me, Thanksgiving is just a kickoff for Christmas.
Ugh, my heart hurt just a little bit. The turkeys are all gathered, like, well, damn.
It is. I mean, I just feel it's like the prelude though. Like
Yeah.
it's the point where you can start to celebrate Christmas. Like it's you could feel it. You could hear the jingle bells of like the
Ugh.
sleighs of the reindeer. You know what I
Ugh.
mean? Like they're coming.
Oh my God, mean. Okay, what about this? I was like, I'm gonna decorate. I have my fall wreath on the door and my fall doormat, and I'm like, am I ready to put Christmas out there? But like, I have a nutcracker wreath. Like, I'm
Hmm.
excited and all this, so
Aw.
I think I will. But like, I think I'm gonna make like a centerpiece for the table for Thanksgiving, like have my
Ooh.
pumpkin stuff and everything. That way, I
Hmm.
can marry the two, and that'll
Oh,
be
totally.
tradition number two.
And
Okay.
that's exactly because that's what I'm doing is that the table will always be Thanksgiving E. Like
Hmm.
it won't shy away from that. I'm not gonna put like Christmas decor up there, right? It'll
Hmm.
always have like autumn colors and autumn vibes. But the rest of the house will just be Christmassy.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm so like here for this. So that's what we're doing this weekend. After
Yeah.
we see the Trolls movie tomorrow night. Yes, I got us
Oh
tickets.
my gosh, how exciting. I know I saw that. Oh my goodness. I know Presley's so excited. I should get her some.
Yeah, you
I
should. Can
think.
you do you think if you sit in the recliner chair, you'll be comfortable for your leg?
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
I'll
good
limp
for
my way
you.
over. I
No,
mean,
it'll be good.
I'm trying to think. I wonder if it's sold out. I'll
Well, look on
surprise her.
Fandango because I looked this morning. I was like, shit, I might be late. And then I found 2 tickets, luxury seating,
Ooh,
wine. So I
hello.
texted Angel. I was like, hey, do you want to go see the Trolls movie with me? She goes, hell yeah, I love
Ugh,
Troll. Like I got her into the movie and I'm
freaking
like,
love trolls. I swear. And
I
I'm,
do too.
I think I've told you this. I'm not really into animated films. Like it's really not Pixar is, but Pixar films are like more realistic to me. I just can't get into like animals talking or
Yeah.
never been into that.
Did you
But
like Sing? Sing was hilarious.
oh yeah, that was really cute.
Okay,
That was,
good.
but see, I feel like because they Pixar uses vibrant colors,
I love
and
it.
it's like Monsters Inc. Even
Oh,
though Boo was like human, in cartoon world, but it just the coloring. I have to be like, I don't know.
tantalized. Like that's like me
Yeah.
gonna go see movies and I need to be attractive people need to be on the screen
Yes.
to hold my attention.
Yes, exactly. And that's how it is for these type of films. But Trolls, oh my God, the colors, the music,
No.
just they're so adorable. Who's your
And
favorite troll character?
it's Branch because I'm Branch, but
Oh,
I know it's stupid Justin, but Poppy is Angel.
oh, yeah,
Like,
she's so
yay.
cute.
She like
Hmm.
really relates to wait, let me guess who yours is. Is yours the one that has the little worm, the little
Mm.
friend, the little teeny baby,
No.
or the disco one?
Oh,
No, the hippie one.
yes. Oh my gosh. But
That's
actually,
right.
I have two. So the other one that I love is I can't remember her name. Is it Delta? Crap.
Oh.
She's the redhead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I just love her. I'm like, if I was a troll, I'd be her. And she sings, and
Yeah.
she's like the country star. I don't know what she is.
Yes.
Elvis
Yes.
Presley. But yeah, I just love her so much. I just want to be her.
I love all the characters and the
Hmm.
voices, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see this
Yeah.
movie tomorrow. I'm
So
like,
excited.
I have seen
I'm
it.
gonna do this. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get,
please do. Because I think
yeah.
you'll feel so good, like sitting, like you'll be able to rest and elevate, and then the baby's gonna be so happy to be with you.
I
Oh.
know. That's right. Because tomorrow kicks off her Thanksgiving
Okay, you know what? You
break.
better
So
fucking buy these tickets. I'm already tearing up.
for real,
Take a
because I was gonna
selfie.
take Tony to see another
No,
movie.
bye.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
Tony.
Tony's like, well, no, Tony's like, well, we could wait for that one till it come, like
Oh,
we could stream
baby.
it. And I'm like,
No,
ugh.
just take them the following day. This might really be good for your leg, your knee.
Yeah, he wasn't really enticed by it.
Oh, never
It
mind.
was
Then
the
you,
movie. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called like Till Death
oh
or After
yeah.
Death, but or something where people talk about their near death experiences. And yeah, and they actually, and I think they interviewed them in different spots, and everybody has like similar like accounts of what happened. And
Whoa.
people are
Okay.
like, oh my God, I've been brought to hell. Like people like, I mean, oh my God, it's so like crazy.
Can you go see Trolls?
I know, yeah, that's going to be a lot more
Can you
exciting.
can you please take a selfie in the
Yes,
seats with the
yes,
baby and then have her do the peace sign and I will
oh,
die.
totally. I know. I
Okay.
should have her wear her troll's wig.
Okay, you know what? That's enough out of you. That is too cute. Okay? That is too cute.
She better still have that wig.
What is it, the red one or is it Poppy?
It's Poppy.
Well, if she
Hmm.
doesn't, I'm sure Super Mom You will just, do a high ponytail and spray paint it pink.
Okay, don't tempt me. Shoot.
Hmm.
Okay. Man, when did it come out? Did it come out today?
Yeah, it's like the premiere is today and then tomorrow. I got tickets for tomorrow at 7:30. I should do the 10, but I'm old.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, I feel yeah. I fall asleep, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you for bringing that up.
yes,
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
stoked that
surprise
you're
her.
yeah, oh God, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have nothing to do tomorrow, so it's gonna be good.
Well then my heart is a flutter. Thank you for that.
No, thank you.
Oh
Goodness.
my
I was just looking
gosh.
at my face on the camera. I look all ratchet.
You do not look ratchet. You
No, I
don't know what
do.
ratchet
I do. Look
is.
at my hair is all jacked up. I don't know what happened. I only put part of it in the ponytail.
Oh,
Like,
only
really?
you could pull it off.
Gosh, story of my life. But anyways, I am excited for Crime Talk
I'm
today.
excited for Crime Talk today. I love our Friday segments. Can I just say that real quick? I love Fridays with Neen, and I love Crime Talk.
Oh,
I
yes.
love it. And I wish, and we need to go back and scroll and remember when we first started, because that's going to be our anniversary
That's
too.
true. That's true
Um,
because we started these a couple months after. So
yes. Yeah. So
mhm.
congratulations to us.
Yes, because we're
And
coming up to 100.
oh my God, I'm so excited. I literally, yeah, this is episode 89 that is you're currently listening to, everybody.
That's
So,
crazy. Oh,
okay,
that's
yay.
nuts.
But
Mm.
now that we've cleansed your palates with visions of Neen and her twin baby daughter, going to see trolls, hopefully there's matching outfits involved. In my fantasy, they're wearing matching outfits, matching shirts, and they're doing the little peace sign in the recliner chairs. Now that you've
Oh,
got that image in
yeah.
your head, we're gonna talk crime and we're gonna talk sadness. So
Mm,
buckle up. So
I know.
today I want to talk about a case that comes from Oklahoma
Mm,
involving two teenage best friends. So their
no.
names are Lauria Bible and Ashley Freeman. So that name might sound familiar to you guys listening. This takes place back in the summer of 1999. And they were 16. So they were just a couple years younger than you and me. Before we get started, I want to
Wow.
issue the trigger warnings as per usual because we will be talking about kidnapping, violence, and homicide.
Mm,
So, and oh, and also there is some brief mention of possible sexual assault as well. So now that you guys have that information, you can decide if you want to keep listening. But if you're still here, hi, let's get started. So we're first gonna meet the girls. So Lauria Jaylene Bible, and I love the name Jaylene. I think it's so cool. We don't hear that enough. But
That's
she was,
true.
yeah, right. She was
Mm,
born on April 18th, 1983, to parents Laureen and Jay Bible. She
mhm.
also had an older brother, though I could not find a name for him. She was described as a vivacious teen who loved animals. So she's right there in my heart. She was also a high school cheerleader. So that's really cool. And her bestie, Ashley Renee Freeman, was born on December 29th, 1983, to parents Danny and Kathy Freeman. So while her bestie, Lauria, was a cheerleader, Ashley was an athlete who played on her high school's basketball team. When she wasn't in school or playing basketball, she enjoyed hunting and even had a part time job working at a local convenience store. She had an older brother named Shane, though he was killed a year prior to the girl's abduction
Mhm.
in 1998 by a deputy from the Craig County Sheriff's Department. So
Oh,
remember that
wow.
because we're going to be back to that in just a little
Mhm.
bit.
Hmm.
So on Wednesday, December 29th, 1999, the two besties had planned a slumber party in honor of Ashley's 16th birthday. Doesn't that just take you back? That was what we all
Okay.
did, okay? Like we all wanted to have
We
sleepovers
sure
with our best
did.
friends, and I
Uh-huh.
practically lived at Neen's house. So Lauria had spent the night over at Ashley's the night before, and they just wanted to keep the fun going.
I
Again,
love it.
something that we've done. Like,
Yes,
oh, we don't want
totally.
this to end. Can I still stay
No,
over?
never.
So Lauria went home to get her parents' permission, like, hey, can I sleep over again? Um,
Sorry.
and
Okay. Let me turn those down.
your door. Let me make sure mine's on silent. Yes, it
Mhm.
is. Okay. So Lauria goes home and she's like wanting to get permission. Like, can I please spend the night again? And probably to grab like some
Mhm.
more stuff, like some fresh PJs or whatever. Her dad said, sure, but please make sure to be home by noon the next day because you have a dentist appointment. Don't forget. She agreed and told her
Mhm.
dad that she loved him before setting off for Ashley's mobile home, which was located on a rural road on a property in Welch, Oklahoma. Okay. So in the early morning hours of December 30th, 1999, a couple who was on their way to work noticed a ton of smoke coming from the location of the Freeman home. They
Oh man.
immediately called 911 and firefighters made their way over, as well as Craig County Sheriff George Vaughn. As soon as the fire was under control, the sheriff concluded that the fire was highly suspicious and decided that this investigation had to be turned over to the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, OSBI for short. So I'm going to be referring to it as that because that's a mouthful, to avoid a conflict of interest. Now you might be wondering, what the fuck kind of conflict of interest? Like what? So
Yeah, for real.
there was definitely a conflict of interest, and let me explain what went down. So
Hmm.
Shane, Ashley's brother, was a troubled
Mhm.
teen, and he burglarized some homes in the area where near where he lived, and had been on the run from law enforcement. He was eventually found driving a stolen truck by a Craig County deputy and was shot to death when he allegedly drew his gun. Danny Freeman, who is Shane and Ashley's father, was hell bent on getting justice for his son and was very vocal about it, claiming that Shane was an innocent victim, that he didn't have any weapons. You guys are crazy. And during that investigation, it was determined that it was a justifiable shooting, as Shane did have a gun and the deputy feared for his life and pretty much had no choice but to shoot. This did not stop Danny from trying to clear his son's name, and he did not hide his hatred or disdain for the Craig County Sheriff Department. In fact, the entire Freeman family believed that Shane had been murdered and that the sheriff's department was shady and trying to cover it up. So, needless to say, I think it was wise for them to turn this fire investigation over to OSBI. So, keep it clean.
For sure.
So they dip, and OSBI comes over, on the day of the fire. So we're back to the day of the fire. So once they took over the investigation, they were able to determine that this was in fact not an accidental fire, and that it was caused by an accelerant that had been left next to the wood burning stove. Sketchtastics. So
for real.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's this going?
Yeah, it's like, we started with it was an abduction. So hold on.
Exactly.
So so they put the fire out or get it under control. They had to do one of the hardest things, and that was trying to find the bodies of the Freeman family amidst the charred debris. They were like, ugh. So they go through the home and they found the body of a woman that they later determined to be Kathy. They were confident in that determination because of the wedding ring on the left hand. The ME, so the medical examiner, was also able to assess that the fire had not killed her due to the gunshot to the head, and that the fire was probably started to cover up the murder. Okay.
Wow.
So they continued searching the area, but could not locate the bodies of Danny Freeman, Ashley Freeman, and Lauria Bible. By this time, the Bible family had been alerted to the news of the fire and ran to the Freeman residence. When they arrived, they heard the news that a female body had been found, but had to wait 5 long hours before it was determined that the body was of Kathy. But it's not like they could breathe a sigh of relief. Their daughter, her best friend, and her best friend's father were still missing. Authorities searched for hours that day, but no luck. They couldn't find them. That same day, they received a call. So the authorities received a call from a supposed witness that they had seen Danny Freeman driving a white pickup truck that morning and that he had both girls with them. Authorities were like, well, there you go. He shot his wife to death, started the fire, and now he's on the run with the teenage girls.
Dang.
But hold on.
Took a turn.
It's going to turn again, girl. So put your seatbelt on. So while being interviewed by law enforcement, the Bible family admitted to hearing rumors around town. Hi, is that a twang?
Are you from Tallahassee?
Did I get in the vibe? Oklahoma? Do they have accents? I don't even know, but okay.
I know in Tallahassee's in Florida. Okay, we're a hot mess. Anyways.
Wow. Geography is not our strongest suit.
Or is
just know that.
In Mississippi?
I thought it was Florida.
I think it is.
Okay. So anyways, the Bible family admitted to hearing rumors around their hood that Danny had been involved with drugs and weren't sure to what extent. They just heard the rumors. They weren't sure if he was dealing or if he was taking drugs. But they did believe that the Freeman family was targeted for some dark reason. They wanted answers, and they wanted them right away. So they decided to explore the residence and see if they could find anything themselves. And they were able to do this because at this point, the investigators had finished their initial search and released the scene to the family, which meant that they could look around. Hold on to your butt cheeks, because the family did find something the investigators missed. Behind the home, under a pile of debris, they found another body.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Why did they let them in so quickly?
Because they were like, okay, we did our initial search. Like,
I guess is crazy.
I guess it's something like it's not released to the public, but their daughter is missing. So I guess it's like a certain thing. Like once they say, okay, we release it, you can check it out.
Wow.
So they found another body. And this body turned out to be the body of Danny Freeman. First of all, what the fuck? Okay. How the
Yeah, for
hell?
real.
Yeah. How the hell does law enforcement miss something like this? And when I
Huh.
heard about this, I judged big time because it's not like he was hidden. Like
Yeah, for
he
real.
was covered, but like if you did a search, you would have found him. And let me just
Especially if
tell
the
you,
family just,
yeah,
oh, by chance, that, oh
yeah,
my gosh, you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. He wasn't like underneath floorboards. He was outside under crap. So,
Yeah, no.
um, and one thing that really kind of like, it was so troubling to read was for the better part of a day, people had been walking on top of the body.
See,
Yeah.
that's shady. That's horrible.
Yeah.
How
And
sad.
like also, how do you not feel something under your shoes like when you're walking? It's a freaking human body, okay?
Exactly. I'm that yeah, that don't make no sense.
And it
That's
was
a bunch of malarkey.
thank you for saying malarkey. So like yeah, so because people had been
Hmm.
strutting, okay, they were strutting on top of this body. There was significant damage to it. Part of Danny's head was missing, and there was also boot marks up and down his torso. He was still fully clothed, wearing gray sweatpants, a white t-shirt, and a flannel shirt on top of that.
So he
Again,
wasn't
I'm
burnt up?
mm-mm.
There was
or
or
me
he was
or I
nothing
didn't
was
read.
like
Well, I'm gonna tell you, he did have, I'll tell you right now. So again, people no clue that he was there. They're like, what?
Mhm.
So Lauria Bible called the authorities and they were like, you guys suck. Well, she should have said that, but she did inform them
Mhm.
that, hi, me and my husband just found another body and it's Danny Freeman because they recognized him. So the
Dang.
authorities came back, tails between their legs with shame, to collect the body for the ME, who concluded that Danny had been shot in the face, which could explain why part of his head was missing. Yeah, so both
Wow,
parents
imagine seeing
shot.
that.
I can't. I
Wow.
literally can't.
Okay.
The authorities now they're trying to regain control of the scene. They're like, you know what, Bible family, you got to scram, you got to skedaddle. But the Bibles were like, we're staying. So
For
with
for
the
real, you
help,
invited us? We ain't
yeah,
going
yeah,
nowhere.
we
Hand me the
clearly, yeah,
popcorn.
we clearly are doing your jobs for you, so we're staying
Exactly.
put.
Someone give
So
me a badge.
right, so with
So annoying.
the help of some town locals, they took matters into their own hands and began to search the property in depth for any sign of the two girls. Jay and Laureen, okay, the Bibles, carefully sifted through ashes of the burned out trailer. Can you imagine as a parent need? But they didn't
Um,
find any trace of their girls. So they were like, oh my
hmm.
God. But they did find something proving that they did not leave the trailer willingly, that the girls were taken against their will, right? So, first of all, Lauria's car was still parked in the driveway. And I don't think anyone missed this fact. The car
Mhm.
was there. But car aside, the Bible family found Lauria's car keys, her ID, cash, and her purse. Now, if you're a teenage girl, you're not leaving your shit behind if you
That's for
were
sure.
taken willingly. Okay.
Mhm.
How the authorities missed this, like these things, I don't know, but I'm judging heavily. Um and so they found this, I guess they turned it over, and the Bible family took matters into their own hands again, and they made missing persons flyers and devoted all of their time and energy to find Lauria and Ashley. And I do want to note that I did read somewhere else that on the authorities did put out a missing persons alert, but they failed to note that they were missing juveniles. And I guess this is something that would have kicked it up a notch and
Right.
someone was asleep
Escalated
at the
it.
wheel. So that's
Mhm.
why the family are like, you know what, fuck you guys. We're going to put
Mhm.
flyers up. Like, you guys
Wow.
can take a seat. We got it from here.
Man.
So,
Man,
unfortunately,
so
like
many things fell through the crack. I mean, so many
so many
that's
things.
unfortunate.
And it's also like you would kind of understand like the wrath of the Freeman family against like the
Yeah.
sheriff's department, now OSBI's, like, what are you doing? And you're
Mhm.
going to get mad again because unfortunately, like many of the cases we chat about, the case grew cold, at least to the public and to the families for because and for quite some time. 18 years to be exact. The shit went
Holy
cold.
crap.
Okay. I say
Wow.
that it went cold to the public and to the families because during that time, it was still being worked on. It was still being investigated. They were still trying to follow up on leads. They were
Hmm.
interviewing possible suspects, witnesses, searching places where their bodies might be hidden, including wells. But it wasn't until December 2017 that Craig County Sheriff Heath Winfrey provided the investigators working the case with a goldmine of notes and documents that he came across that no one knew about. Apparently, the previous sheriff's administrative staff had stashed it away. I do want to note that I work in the legal field and paralegals and secretaries tend to get blamed for shit. So
Of
leave it to the
course.
big boys to blame their admin. But that's
Hmm.
their story and they stuck to it. They're like, fuck, I just found this shit. Oh, prior, like whatever, they
Hmm.
stashed it in a box. Here you go. So,
Wow.
anyways, the notes and documents, they were like, oh my God, we've struck gold. And had
Hmm.
the investigators had access to this information earlier,
Hmm.
like days after the fire, this case would have been solved, case closed.
Wow.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. So in this stash, the investigators found information pertaining to three men who were allegedly involved in the murders and the kidnapping of the girls. The names of the men are Warren Philip Welch II,
Hmm.
David Pennington, and Ronnie Busick. The notes also contain the names and contact info of people who possibly possessed information that would help the investigation.
Hmm.
Let me state again that these notes and documents containing this helpful info existed back in 1999 in the days that followed the fucking fire and the girls' abductions. And allegedly, there were more than a dozen people. I'm going to say that again. More than a dozen
Wow.
people who knew about these notes and documents.
What the hell?
Uh-huh. So, oh, these notes and documents scene, it was like someone put the kettle on and pour the tea because it
Yeah,
was
no
like
kidding.
piping hot. Okay. So the
Wow.
documents within that stash included several interviews that had been conducted by an OSBI agent as well as an investigator from the DA's office. Some of the interviews were of women that had allegedly dated and lived with the men in question. These
Hmm.
women all stated that these men had bragged about the murders and threatened to kill anyone who went to the police. These were men you did not want to mess with. Warren Welch and David Pennington were meth dealers and allegedly had murdered Danny and Kathy Freeman over money that was owed to them, according to these affidavits. Okay. So
Gotcha.
one of the witnesses interviewed, identified as TW, stated that she had lived with Warren after the murders had been committed. She shared that she had heard private conversations between the three men where they talked about how they killed the Freemans over money owed to them for drugs. Allegedly, David and Ronnie had been the ones to set fire to the homes. Based on what she heard, she believed that the men had something to do with the disappearance of Lauria and Ashley. TW also stated that she had found a briefcase that belonged to Warren, and inside were Polaroids of the teens who were bound and gagged with duct tape. She further stated that they were laying on Warren's bed, and in some photos, Warren was laying next to them. She actually confronted him about what she found. Kudos to her. And he allegedly told her to never say anything to anyone, or else she will, quote, end up in a pit in Pitcher, which is a place in Oklahoma, like those
Hmm.
two girls.
Dang.
A friend of this woman, identified as CM, stated that she also saw these Polaroids and that one photo showed the two girls bound, gagged, facing each other, and that they looked emaciated.
Mhm.
Okay. Another
Wow.
woman, and that leads me to believe, like the emaciated part, that these girls were like held captive for a little bit at least,
Right.
not just that night.
Hmm.
Another woman, identified as LE, stated in her interview that she lived with David and that he had talked about the two teens all the time. David also told her that what had happened was a bad drug deal and that if she ever left him, he would kill her too. Her
Wow.
son, who also lived with David, stated that while he and his mom lived with David, he showed them Polaroids of the girls and told him that they had killed them by strangling them to death.
Mm.
A few other witnesses allegedly overheard David and Warren state that if the girls hadn't taken off running, they would still be alive today. A man identified as RH stated that Ronnie admitted to him that he was involved in the murders and with the missing girls. He told him that they had kept the girls tied up in a trailer house in Pitcher, where they were brutally raped and tortured. Ronnie also allegedly confessed to him that Warren had been the one to shoot Danny and Kathy, and that he and David had been the ones to start the fire. He had also threatened to kill RH if he ever went to the authorities with this information. There were so many witnesses that had given interviews, and all of their information aligned. Yet this case went cold for 18 years. So
Yeah, exactly.
why? Right?
Yeah.
And how? So let's
Mm-hmm.
back up just a little bit to the early stages of the investigation. So apparently, OSBI and the DA's investigator had found out that the Bible family had hired a private detective by the name of Joe Dugan and his partner and bounty hunter, Tom Pryor, to conduct their own investigation almost immediately after the fire. I mean, can you blame them? They were like, what the fuck? We're over here like finding shit left and right. They probably
Yeah,
lost
exactly.
all faith in the law. They wanted
Completely.
answers, so they took matters into their own hands again. So Joe and Tom found glaring evidence at the scene, okay, that had it been pursued back then, it would have been case solved and closed. The evidence found near the Freeman home, burned down home, sorry, was a car insurance verification form that belonged to one of Warren's ex-girlfriends. The
Hmm.
vehicle information listed on the insurance card was thought to be the car that the men were driving when they kidnapped the girls. Yes. So now we're back in 2017, December, and the current investigative team is handed this stash of documents and notes. And they realize, oh shit, we should contact Joe Dugan and see if he has anything that could help us, like, oh my God. So they're actually like, we got to do something. And I need
Mm-hmm.
to clarify because the research, it's the way that it made it sound was like the interviews were conducted way back in the day. And then
Mm-hmm.
in other places, it seemed like this current team conducted the interviews after the card information had been found. I tend to agree that these interviews were conducted after they found the cards. I don't know why, but like
Mm-hmm.
needless to say, regardless, they were still conducted. So they did do
Right.
their due diligence. So
That's good.
so OSBI tried locating Joe and Tom, but unfortunately, they found out that Joe had passed away in 2009. And hold on, you're going to get mad again. Ooh, I
Yeah.
was mad. Tom shared with them that Joe's family tried to give all of his files on the Freeman case to the Craig County Sheriff's Office, not OSBI. But how are they supposed to know who's investigating it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheriff's office had refused to take custody of the files. So the family ended up destroying them like later. Like, what are they going to do with them,
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I get it.
Tom shared that he had been instructed to stop his investigation and mind his own beeswax. Yeah.
Are you serious? Okay,
Yeah.
shady.
I know. So, armed with this overwhelming pile of evidence, the authorities were finally able to make an arrest, but only on one of the men, Ronnie. The other two losers had died during the course of the investigation, but they were probably alive when it was ice cold.
Wow.
Yes. Ronnie was
God.
interviewed a few times prior to being arrested, where he first acted like he didn't know who these other men were. He was like, what? Oh, the girls, I don't know. Like, the local cool. Like, he was like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of all the interviews, Ronnie still hadn't fully disclosed his involvement in the murders and kidnappings, made it seem like he was just there, like an innocent bystander. Um,
Dang.
but he admitted that he and the other two men were pretty tight back in the day. But didn't matter because the authorities were able to proceed with arresting him due to the alarming pile of evidence stacked against the three men. So he was
Mm-hmm.
charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Danny, Kathy, Ashley Freeman, and the death of Lauria Bible. Sorry if I called her Laura before, but it's Lauria.
Mm-hmm.
On July 15th, 2020, Ronnie had a sentencing hearing where he pled guilty to be an accessory to first degree murder of Danny and Kathy Freeman for the fire as well, and for the kidnapping and presumed murders of Lauria and Ashley. At this sentencing hearing, he admitted that he had kept information from the investigators on this case regarding the involvement of his buddies, who, because they were dead, couldn't stand trial and tell like whatever really happened. You know what I mean? Like they were
Mm-hmm.
dead.
Damn.
Ronnie's plea deal was pretty damn lenient, if you ask me. He got
Mm-hmm.
15 years, with 10 being served in prison and 5 suspended. So basically
Wow.
probation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was a requirement on his plea deal that he had to assist the investigators with trying to locate the girl's remains. And if he found useful evidence or the girl's remains, his
Mm-hmm.
sentence would be reduced to 5 years behind bars.
Wow.
Ronnie did provide the investigators with tips. However, the investigators never found anything. So he did serve time, but not the full sentence. So apparently, he was considered a level 4 prisoner, meaning he didn't get into trouble. He was respectful and did not have a huge criminal record. Because of this, he received 2 days credit for every day served, plus credit for the time he served in jail. That being said, he was released on May 19th, 2023, after serving 2.5 years' time. The Bible family was,
Dang.
of course, outraged and did not think it was
Yeah.
right for him to get out after 2 years, just because
Mm-hmm.
he was a quote model prisoner, and
For
wanted
real.
him to be held accountable. Like, you guys have dicked us around, do this right. And I
Mm-hmm.
agree with her. It's an
Oh,
injustice.
completely.
It's
That's
it's a
insane.
right, it's a total
No.
injustice, and they were screwed the whole time. And
Mm-mm.
honestly, I wish that I could end this episode on a good note, but there's no way, especially because I do have to tell you all that Lauria and Ashley still have not been found. And we can only hope that Ronnie, because I think he's still alive, he was just released earlier this year. We can only hope that he does some soul searching and provide law enforcement with the tip that can bring the girls' bodies back home so that the Bible
Mm.
family can have just a little bit of closure. But that is the case of Lauria Bible and Ashley Freeman and Danny and Kathy Freeman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That, man, that was like a
I
rat
know.
race.
Yeah.
The, like so many loopholes or so many things that were just like
Yeah.
dropped, like the ball dropped,
Yep.
you know? And I mean, like you said, who knows how long their bodies were or how long they were actually alive.
Yeah.
And if certain things would have been handled properly, they maybe could have been rescued.
Mm-hmm.
Although but they haven't found their bodies.
Mm-mm.
So they're just assuming that they're dead.
In 2010, and I should have noted this,
Mm-hmm.
who Ashley was declared dead
Mm-hmm.
because they just needed to move on. And I think it was
Mm-hmm.
like the Freeman's like extended family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if her family has done the same,
Gotcha.
but yeah,
Wow.
they're just presumed to be deceased,
Mm.
which
Oh my
is
gosh.
awful. I know. It's
Mm.
like we always say that get we've been getting closure this year, especially with these cold cases and like
Mm-hmm.
cases that have been getting solved and all that, and we can only hope that the same thing, like at least there remains, but
Yes,
like
exactly.
too many times in these affidavits that these witnesses gave, like overhearing, they matched up.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that kept coming up was like, if you say anything, we're going to throw you in the pit like those girls, like the
Mm-hmm.
pitcher pit. Like it was a location nearby where the place was that they held the girls.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're thrown in a pit,
Yeah.
sometimes it's the same thing like when people put bodies into the oil like tanks or
Yeah.
whatever. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you know with enough time you can retrieve, like
Right.
Chris Watts case, but
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like pits and ravines and stuff, like
It's kind of
animals, you know,
a
you might
lost
find a
cause in
little
a way.
skeleton piece, but like,
Mm-hmm.
and also resources and costs to like go out there and comb through every, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or like a well, or same
yeah.
concept.
And
Like,
they did search wells, but came up empty.
dang, that's so sad. So, okay, maybe I missed this part, but so were they assuming that these girls were entangled in some sort of meth thing, that they were doing meth?
Yeah, that they no one assumed that they were doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They were just there,
Mm-hmm.
and the men did
And
not
got.
decided not to shoot them and leave them burning.
Mm-hmm.
And in one article I read that Ronnie, I think, claimed, and I don't know how true this would be, but he claimed that if the girls hadn't run, I guess they saw what was happening and they ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Had they not done that, they would still be alive today. I don't know how true that is, but like
Hmm.
there's these two 16-year-old girls, men,
Yeah.
they're bad news already. Like it didn't,
Scary looking.
yeah, it didn't surprise me that they allegedly, I mean, I believe that they definitely had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that they would do something like that, hold them and rape them. Like it's awful. And it was on Ashley's birthday. Like that kills me.
Ugh. Wow, that's so sad. Man, there really is. Honestly, even the fact that what's his name, Ronnie, it was Ronnie, right? Was
Yeah.
let out early like that. I mean, he already had a small sentence in comparison to what he really could have gotten, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and then that wasn't even half what they
No.
gave he ended up serving. It was like half of half. And like just because of good behavior,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
how the
come
Bibles
on.
feel, it's you would want, and the thing is, I feel like the justice system, I feel like they're like, well, because the other two men can't speak. He maintained that he started the fire. Ooh, oops,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't actually, like, the other he alleged that the other two were more like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Mm.
But who's gonna prove him wrong when
Exactly, and
when
that's
he
the thing is,
dies? He'll have to
mm-hmm.
face those two wherever they are.
Ugh, man, so heartbreaking, so sad. And I guess this one kind of hits home because it reminds us of us.
Exactly.
Like you said in the beginning, it's just like that's what we used to do. It's just
Yeah.
like the poly class thing. It's like anytime anything's done when it's like a sleepover or you're with your best friend, like you don't think about something like this happening.
Yeah.
And that just proves, like, honestly, you can never, regardless if it was back then or even now, and even now more so, like, I've been seeing a lot more videos, and I'm sure you've seen some of the couple, or maybe I think I sent one to you, where the mom was walking into her house with her baby
Oh my
and
God.
slowly, like, freaking Michael Myers is like slowly walking behind her and she closes the door and right when she closes the door the guy tries to come and open it. But I've seen quite a few. I saw another one the other day and it's just like we always have to be aware of our surroundings. Like we feel super safe in our home, but
Yeah.
we really don't know who's lurking around corners or who's
Watching.
watching us
What about that one where the mom was in the garage with her little girl sitting, and then the garage door is open, I think, because they're barbecuing, and then you see captured on the film, on the camera, I guess it has a
Mhm.
security camera, a guy comes in, runs in, and tries to grab the little girl, but at that same moment, the dad's pulling in, he
Mhm.
comes and beats the shit out of
Yes,
him.
I saw that. Hmm. And it doesn't even have to be someone like I saw a similar one where um a mom and her baby were inside the house, and so was the dad, but he was in another room where he was asleep. But this like random homeless lady came and charges into their house, and you could see her on the ring, and she's like, I need water, I need water. But she runs into the house and you could hear the mom with the baby screaming. And she's like, ah. And so then the husband comes out and the lady runs, right? Because the mom's like, get out of here. And she runs out and she's like, I just need water. So, of course, the husband had empathy for her and was like, yeah, but you can't be just like barging into someone's home.
Oh my
Like, what is wrong with
God.
you?
Oh my
You could have
God.
knocked, but you can't be doing this. And
No.
it's just, it's not just criminals that are around, but like just nowadays, there's just a lot of people that are, unfortunately homeless um, and they're not just in like cities, they're like in towns and,
Yeah,
they're all over trying to find shelter or a place where they could stay that's maybe safer than, you know, in other encampments, and it's very scary.
it
And
is.
we just really have to be careful. That's like, even like if I go to the city, it's like I told you, if I go to the city and I have to wait for my boss, like literally I leave the city and I drive to like Daly City
It's
and
there
just park
too,
there.
though. Daly
Oh, it
City
is
has
totally.
gotten
But I
so
feel like
bad.
I don't like being in my car though, just waiting because I feel
Hmm.
like it's dangerous. Like people could be like, "Oh, what is she doing in her car?"
Yeah,
Being carjacked or God knows what.
yeah,
I mean, it's everywhere. It could happen in Ceremony if I was sitting there, but I just feel for some reason I feel safer because there's so many people around and
yeah.
you just don't know.
It's funny because Annie actually texted me and saying, she goes, it's not just San Francisco. She goes, Marin has
Hmm.
gotten so bad. And you would think Marin is like so like safe and
Oh
like
yeah.
you can trust everyone and just sleep with your doors unlocked, but it's
Hmm.
been bad. Like, oh my
Oh,
God, like
completely.
this world, I don't know what it's coming to.
Oh, for real. I was in San Rafael a couple weeks ago and it was like I was like, wow, okay. Because like you said, Marin, you think that it's, you have certain cities where you think it's safe.
Yeah.
Or, and the thing is that, especially now that they cleaned out the city, and people had to go somewhere and they've been having to go somewhere for a minute. So,
Oh
it's
Lord.
everywhere. Even they were saying that in Hawaii, the amount
Wow.
of homeless people is insane. And they're saying they're being shipped off the mainland over to Hawaii. I don't know how much of that is true, but it's true when we have gone to Maui in the past, like the amount of homelessness and people, because you could stay on the beach. So the amount of people there is crazy. It's
That is
just,
crazy.
we always have to be aware and like even teach our kids to be aware of
Yeah.
their surroundings, like even more so. Like, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl, because I feel a lot of times there's this like false security that we have with boys that, oh, because they're a boy, they'll be able to protect themselves or no one's going to bother the boys. But either or,
You
there's
know what?
crazy people
You
either
just
way.
reminded me of when I was 13, my mom and I were pulling, we lived in a house with my uncle and aunt. We got a house after we moved out
Mm-hmm.
of Park Merced, and we pulled into the garage, safe neighborhood in South City, quiet, residential, all the whole nine. And we pull in and
Mm-hmm.
some guy like came in or was about to like run in. My mom was able to close the garage. But ever since that, now like I make Angel when we pull into the garage, I make her wait and I
Mm-hmm.
we watch until the door touches the ground before we
Mm-hmm.
proceed, because fuck
Oh,
people.
completely. The same way when I take Tony to work in the morning, and because it's early, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I will wait
yeah.
until the garage door is shut because I'm like, I don't need someone. I always imagine someone like hiding behind, like on the side of the house, and then like sneaking in real quick while the door is
Ew,
coming down.
ew,
Because you never know, it's dark. How would you know?
that's disgusting. I'm gonna throw.
But
God,
it's always good to think that way because a lot of people just like, and you can't be like that.
no,
Not this day and age. And I mean, look at these. And this was in the 90s. I mean, not much has changed. It's still as crazy, and you just never know.
exactly. Oh God, yeah,
These poor girls, but it's sad for the girls, obviously. I mean, that's a given, but the families, it's just like that unknown feeling of not knowing what the freak happened or why or where they are, you know?
yeah,
It's kind of like, in any one of these cases when there's no answers. And then, like you said, it goes cold and they're just like, wondering like are they out there, and you would have hope like okay, if they were alive by the time they turned a certain age that they would be fighting back or that enough time would pass that they would find a way to get out, that they're not
yeah,
like obviously roaming the streets,
yeah.
but I don't know, that's just so sad. Oh God, that was a crazy one that had me all over the place
I loved your facial expression.
for real because I was like
Yeah, I
What?
know. Please watch this on YouTube, you guys, because you need to see her facials. Like it's
Oh, no.
amazing.
And please forgive how I look. It's ridiculous. I
Whatever.
look like I just did 10 loads of laundry and I don't know.
No, but I'm loving the pink nails and the pink hair tie. It just
Oh,
tied
thanks.
it
I
all
know. I didn't
together.
even try. I was
Ugh.
just like, I did my nails this morning
Uh-huh.
and
Beautiful.
no, they were longer. I look like Catwoman.
You grew
I
your
had a,
nails out.
heck no, these are
Oh,
gel, whatever you call these. I was trying them,
are they
and they're
Gel
good.
X?
I don't know what they are. I think so, maybe.
Like where you put the tip and then you cure it under the little
Hmm.
light and then you
Yeah,
put
that's it.
acrylic on top.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and they're really easy, but they were so long and I was attempting and I was just like, no, because I don't like having long nails, especially because I have contacts and,
Yeah.
it's hard to wipe yourself.
Yeah, I mad like, respect to the people that can wipe their butts with long ass nails.
I can't do
Uh-uh,
it.
uh-uh,
No.
uh-uh.
Yeah. No, that just ain't the business because they get in the way.
They do.
Uh-uh.
No, they do. You're very right.
But they're fun to tap. So,
Oh my God, you're so cute. You're adorable. See, now we're back to like wholesome content.
hey, I have a question real quick. What's a civil mitigation? Is that just like someone's trying to find someone because they owe them money?
I
Or
think
does it
so.
depend?
Oh God, I should know this off the top of my head, but I cannot remember. It's not when you're trying to like, is it kind of like arbitration? Like,
I would think like or mediation or something. I don't know
oh,
because
it's
I
it's
got
got to do with money, I think.
okay, because I got a call from my ex for on my new cell phone, and it
Whoa.
was from my ex.
Ex-husband?
Uh-huh.
Can he stop?
I know. And I was like, so I was livid. My blood pressure went to like
What is he
500.
trying to take you to court for?
I don't think it was for me, it was for him. And somehow my name was there.
As a
I don't know.
witness?
And I don't know how they got my number, but you should have seen me. I straight up was cussing this
I
girl
need,
out left
no.
and right.
Was it a message or a phone call?
And no, it was a phone call.
I need
And
details.
they left me a message, so I called her back. And I said, I haven't been married for over 20 years. I was like, what the F is this about? And she was like, I don't know. She said something. And I go, how did you get my number? Because that's what I wanted to know. Like, how'd you get
And
my information? And she goes, I go, because as far as I'm concerned, I should not be involved. And I used other things, right? Other words that I won't say on air. And
ooh.
she was like, well, that's your issue to bring up, not mine. I go, listen here, bitch. You
What?
called me. I was pissed. I was like, you called me. I was like, and I have a right to know why you're calling me and where you got my number.
Uh-huh. And
My mom's like, hang up, hang up. I go, hell no. Well, the lady hung up on me after I called her a bitch, which I really should not have called her a bitch, but it came out because I was really mad.
that is not your response. Wait, I'm so sorry. Like this bitch hung up on you. That's not professional. I've
No,
been
and
called
that's
every name in the book.
yes. And I was like, I don't like to act like hostile like that, but it's like, this isn't my business. I want nothing to do with this. And I'm asking you where you got my information.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should be able to tell me that. You got my number from somewhere.
And
And
what
it's
did
concerning. Oh, I have no clue because she hung up on me. So maybe I'll call her back this afternoon.
Please do. Oh my God.
Yeah, I actually was kind of thinking I was going to have Tony like pose as my attorney and be like, "This is the attorney of blah blah blah. I need to know where you got my client's telephone number."
Shit.
Oh, man, I saw red.
I don't
I,
blame you because this fucker creeps up out of the woodwork every 5 years or so. Get a
mm-hmm,
life.
exactly. I'm like, oh my God. Anyways,
Oh, now
so
I'm
yeah,
filled with
that was.
rage. But then you fixed it with that adorable brat smile, so we're back to happy.
I know. I just thought I'd share that because I thought you'd find that entertaining.
Uh-huh.
I just hate people sometimes.
I do too. I do too.
Mm.
That's
I
why
don't
I
need to be
just
reminded of my past. That's why it's there.
it's called
Ugh.
past for a reason. Stay there.
Yes. Hello.
Can you imagine if it was trying to get you to be a character witness for something?
Bring it. There are a lot
Yeah,
of things I
that'd
could
be
bring up.
stupid if he's trying to ask you to be a character. He'd be stupid. Oh my God, I'm laughing. Ugh.
Anyways.
On that note, I say
Yeah.
we pull the car into the garage and park and head on
Mosey on
inside.
in. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
But
Oh,
yes, guys, thank you
this is
so
great
much.
stuff.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. And thank you guys for subscribing to our podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Thank you guys for
Yes.
subscribing to our YouTube, for following us on Instagram and TikTok, and just for being here. Thank you for being a friend.
I
Okay.
agree.
And you're adorable. And that was cute. I don't know what you're doing, but that's
Well,
small.
I
You're
was
trying to
trying
do the
to
trick.
shake it.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
okay. See, this is
Just-
another reason why you need to go onto YouTube. Neen is the cutest thing you'll ever see.
I was trying
So,
to see if you could see it on camera, but
oh my
you
gosh.
can't.
Adorable. I was about to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, but we have a Wednesday episode coming out next week. So we'll say it then.
We sure do. And maybe we'll do a Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
episode versus doing our decades. Maybe we could do something like that. You know, 'tis the season.
We sure can. The sky's the limit.
know?
We're the bosses here. What the fuck?
Okay, stop it. I wish
Okay.
that was everywhere in my life.
Right? We're the
Ugh.
bosses. And then Neen has a Fridays with Neen coming out on Friday with Neen. So you guys got some
Dang.
content coming at you. Okay. We don't take days off
That's for
here.
damn
We're
sure.
here.
That's for
okay?
sure. Have we ever? No. Come
No.
hell or high water, COVID, God knows what,
Exactly.
falling downstairs.
Travel.
We're here for you.
Yeah, you know what? Amen to us. Okay. Pats on the back. I think we just
Okay.
cheers. And I think we just earned a shopping spree. So you guys have a great weekend.
Steph wants some new nutcrackers.
I know I need to stop it because I'm stressing out, Neen. I don't know I haven't even packed up my Halloween stuff. It's kind of just there. I'm gonna
Wow.
deal with it, but like
Mm.
Angel will lose her marbles. I cannot bring another bin. She's like, you have to work with what you have, and I'm like, oh. I'm a little scared. I'm scared. So wish me luck.
Yes.
May
Good luck,
no
Kira.
adorable nutcrackers find me, although I'm on the hunt for nutcracker salt and pepper shaker that I saw at Home Goods.
Oh my
online.
gosh.
What if you see it? Can you get it for me? You ho.
I was at Home Goods yesterday and I want to say I saw them. So I have to return something. I'll
What's
go back
my
and
name?
look. I know. That's the thing is I don't know. Can you take pictures of everything you have?
Can I send you a list? I don't have a Home Goods near me. I'm going bananas. Okay, like
Yeah.
I
Of course, send me some stuff because it was so funny because there was a Hello Kitty cup, and Presley goes, "Oh, she's back." Because did I ever tell you this? Okay, sorry folks. I'm just gonna have to tell you this quick story about Hello Kitty. So when Presley was young and we first moved to Tracy, we were driving on the road and Presley was in her car seat and there was another car beside us and it was like an old station wagon, like the ones that the Brady Bunch had, right?
Oh.
And so he pulls up to us, we're at a red light and Presley goes, oh, look at mama. Look at, he has a sticker on his car. And I go, oh, look at that. And she goes, yeah, it says, hello, titty.
Oh my God. How adorable is she?
And I go, oh my gosh. And I just like started driving. It turned green and I was laughing so hard because she didn't know.
Aww.
And she just said, hello, titty. And I was like, sir, excuse me.
Did it really
and it had
say
the little
that?
Hello Kitty face.
But it said T. Oh my God.
And instead of kitty, it said titty.
That's me, my little cat. Wait, what Hello Kitty cup did you see? If it was a fucking Christmas one, I'm gonna like have smoke.
No, it wasn't. It was just like a regular one with a whole bunch of like hearts or stars on
okay,
it.
that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you a list because I need the Nutcracker salt. It's not like, oh, I could do without. I need.
And you've been to Cost Plus, right? Because they have so many Nutcracker
I know.
things.
I went in September, and that's the last time I went because. Oh, and I did see the TikTok about the coupons if you go on a hunt or whatever. So maybe I'll
Mm-hmm.
ask Angel to take me, but I need to go back. But I got like
Mm-hmm.
my Nutcracker glassware, linen napkins, plates. Like I went bananas. And I said to her she couldn't get annoyed because it was my birthday that day. So, but
Mm-hmm.
now I'm like, where the fuck am I going to store everything? And oh, I have the cutest Nutcracker mugs. Oh, I'm so excited to
Oh.
decorate this weekend, but wish me luck because
Uh, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see it.
oh
Mm.
my God, Neen. Oh, okay. Now I'm back to happy. Oh, Nutcrackers put
Yes.
me in a good mood. But yeah, so if you see them, holler at me, please,
Will
please,
do for sure.
please. I will
I'll
cry.
if I go and they're still there because I even know what aisle they're in, I will take a picture and I'll send it to you.
Ugh. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. I also want a macaroon tree, but I don't have anywhere to store it, so I can't get it.
Oh wow, like a real one,
No, it's like
or it
like
looks like it.
ceramic. It's so
Mm-hmm.
pretty.
I know. I'm obsessed with
Look at the
Christmas trees.
Nutcracker behind me, the chef. So that should be
It's
in
cute.
storage, but I just put it there because I got it at Hobby Lobby in like September as well. Oh
Dang,
God,
because
help
yeah,
me.
Hobby Lobby has so much.
Popping off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
For real, they have so many ceramic trees.
Oh
I
my God.
can't.
How are you dealing?
Yeah, it's hard because I had two in my basket and I took them out. I was like, okay, I need to
That
figure out the
is,
decor
yeah.
before I purchase.
See,
But it
I
was
bought
50% off too.
Hobby Lobby
Oh,
has this
sorry.
amazing tree with like the built-in lights. I think you mentioned
Hmm.
that you like that too. So like, but they have a pink
Hmm.
version of it, and I've always
That
said
was the one that
no.
was in my
Yes.
cart.
And
But
I
I got
can't.
the little one.
Okay, I got the little one, but at Target, the
Uh-huh.
ornament. So I got it for my
Yes.
glam room because I want to get two moored and like put them up with my. I'm sorry, I might keep those
I
in my
love
glam
it.
room year round, like squirreled away. But
Yes,
yeah.
no, for real. Because see, I even got a little cactus
Oh my
tree. Same
God.
concept, but it's an ornament, and it's actually I think I'm going to declare it's probably my favorite ornament because it's just so cute when it's lit up at night. Hold on, let's see if you
Let me
can see.
see. Que lindura. Oh
I
my
know,
God.
isn't it cute? I just love it so much. It's just so
It's
pretty.
so chubby.
I know. I just love cactuses.
That's like me and I cry when I see my nutcrackers. I literally when I was in Marshalls, did I tell you what I did? Sorry if you guys are still here, but did I tell you what I did? I kind of blacked out and I saw this pink pastel sir he had pink suit and he was a little white beard,
Hmm.
ceramic, and he had a gray hat on.
Hmm.
Why did I pick it up by the hat thinking it was a statue and it
Oh,
was a
that's
fucking
right.
cookie jar? I
I
had tears in
know.
my eyes. I was like, honey, honey. I was
Oh,
traumatized. I couldn't get it, but I found the mug version. So that'll be easier to
oh.
store. But
Yeah.
I want the cookie jar, I think, for my coffee pods. Pray for me, everybody. Pray for
Uh,
Angel.
okay. Shoot. Man, you need to clear out some area for extra storage stuff.
I know. She said that I could clear I because we have bins, our own bins. And I go, what if I donate a bunch of shit from one of those my bins? Can that
Hmm.
count for my overflow? She's like, of course, but that you don't touch my bins. I'm
Do you
like,
have
okay.
storage down there?
Down in the office or in the
Uh-huh.
garage?
In the
We're
office?
not we currently do, but we're gonna that area by the
Hmm.
back door is gonna be Kiki's corner. We're gonna make it like her little
Oh.
workshop, so all that has to
Hmm.
go.
Oh no, shoot.
Yeah. Pray for us, okay?
Are you allowed to do any kind of like you did shelving?
We did, and that's how she wants to keep it. She wants to
Can you
keep
do
it.
stuff on the top though?
We did
Okay.
already.
So, but like the hanging ones, can you do
Oh,
that?
I
Because
don't
we
know.
have those where they're the hanging shelves, so it doesn't take ground space. So they hang from the ceiling.
Oh, I don't think we can do that because if it's like because HOA and eye
Mm-hmm.
rolling and so
Yeah.
I had to ask for special permission, and I'm the HOA president for the shelving unit in our garage.
That sucks. Damn it.
So, but yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, that what
Well,
were we saying?
okay. I know, right?
We
Well,
love you guys.
yes.
Thank
Happy
you for
Friday.
listening. Yes,
Happy
yeah.
everything.
Happy
Happy weekend.
Friday. Happy kickoff to the coziest week of the year.
Hmm.
And we'll catch you on the flip side. And thank you for listening.
Yes. Peace out, buddies. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It's Grown Talk with Steph. Grown Talk.